Hello and welcome to Breakthrough Conversations with Coach Pete, and I'm his co-host, Gloria Lybecker. Pete, the other day you were talking about getting to go to a meditation where there was a lot of young people around, and there was just this vibe. Talk about that a little bit here today. Let's get into that.
Yeah, sure. It's really quite amazing. My oldest son, Isaac, um, has a hectic life. He's in the entertainment and music industry, so that has a fast pace. But to kind of balance that out, he's also very spiritual, and he leads meditation groups on Sunday. It's a great balance for him, and he attracts, anybody younger than me is young, but he attracts young people. I mean, really young people, uh, early 20s, 30s, maybe even late teens, really. And I get such a joy out of being with them. Certainly meditating in a group setting, I find just remarkable.
Mm.
I love it, and I think there's really great energy. Even though it's all silent, it's just together silent.
Mhm.
So I love that. Plus, my son does a wonderful job of setting it up each week and giving it a topic. First, we talk about it, his topic, and then we go into meditation. And he has a wonderful way of inviting people to meditate, even people who've never meditated before.
Mhm.
If you've been a practicing meditator, chances are you have some type of mantra that you repeat in your mind. Not always, but I know that's the way I was trained. So those who are new to it, he gives kind of simple, everyday quote mantras. One is, what are they now? One is to simply say, I am,
Mm.
I am, I am. And it's a way of kind of centering yourself, whatever you bring to it, but it's, I am here, I am in this world, in this setting. Another one is that I love to stimulate gratitude is thank you.
Yeah.
So you repeat thank you in your mind as you're meditating. Thank you. So I love the way he sets it up. But what really struck me or moved me is a better way to put it. What really moved me and does every time I go
Mhm.
is the energy of these young people. Not gonna sound like an old fogey, but these young, I don't know whether Generation Z, I don't know what they're called, but and I'm just amazed because I love to talk afterwards and I connect with them and I ask them what they're doing and what they're thinking about, how they got to be who they are right now, in their journey. I'm just so inspired by the young people who are attracted to this. They know themselves quite well. They've looked within their heart. They're following their heart. They're following their passions very consciously. And so it gives me a lot of hope, really. Hope for the future.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing is just how refreshing it is to really recognize this gathering of others. And also there's I'm imagining it's extra sweet because it's a ripple out from the one who's your own son. And to see the impact that he's having in his life with these others, and that ripple comes back to you tenfold by getting to engage with them, getting to learn from them, getting just to be with them and to share when it presents itself. And so it's just such a beautiful win-win for everybody. But it's this gathering of others that are holding intention to make a difference and starting with themselves. That's what I'm hearing. And that there's just so much richness and beauty in that and hope for the future with these young generations just really being present from early on instead of waiting until they're in their 40s or 50s, right?
Absolutely. And you know as well as I do, it's never too late. It's never too late to find yourself. It's never too late to look within, to figure out who you are, what you want to do in the next phase of your life or in this moment. But it sure is fun to see young people go through that at 19, 22, 26, 30 years old. It's just mind-boggling to me. And I just lap it up. I love it. Plus they relate to me so beautifully. They're there because of my son. They know I'm there. He pays, not overly, he doesn't overdo it, but he pays homage to me for being there. And his teachers, he honors the teachers that have affected him. So it's a great feeling for me to see his growth and how he incorporates what he's learned and then sharing it with others. But the real beauty is seeing it in the young people's eyes and in their hearts of how they're really figuring things out in a lovely, beautiful, hopeful way and
Yeah,
in an excited way.
it sounds like there's a true appreciation, a gratitude, appreciation, a value system that really is quite remarkable. And I don't know, it's kind of a fun thing to even envision what the future can look like when there's people with that kind of presence, because that's really powerful. And that will really make a powerful difference in our world and for future generations as well. And so, no wonder you're so inspired. I'll have to come on down sometime and attend.
Oh, that would be awesome. You would love it. You would absolutely love it. And yeah, it's just great to be a part of. Great to it's just really lovely. It's pure. It is what it is. Everybody appreciates it. We gather afterwards and talk, and I love to ask questions, and
Yeah.
that's what we do. We coaches, and they're so open, and it's very encouraging. It gives. I keep coming back to hope.
Hmm.
There is hope because as you say, it has an effect on others. If 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 you as an individual can find that peace, that contentment, that passion that's inside, and share it just by being with other people, it's inspiring and it encourages other people. The conversations back and forth were unbelievable. They're all connecting with each other, helping each other. They don't all know each other. The way he runs it, he doesn't know who's going to show up each week. It's always a different group of people.
Hmm.
Sometimes I sit with him, I get there early, and we're waiting to see if anybody's going to show up. That kind of wonder or even anxiety. Oh, maybe no one's going to show up this week. And all of a sudden they walk up the driveway. You can see the procession of people coming separately and some in pairs. It's just a beautiful thing.
It sounds quite lovely. It truly does. And when people are present and they are open, there's miracles that happen for sure. And it's a completely different felt sense in our world. It sounds kind of like they're horse-like, because they don't have expectations in the way that most people do. They truly are present and open, and they're a resource in the world, and they resource one another as they move along their life journey. So what a beautiful thing that is.
I hear about connections made, collaborations started, because many of them are in the music, entertainment business, and they don't know each other, so they're eager to support each other and even collaborate on their music. It's really very, very special. And it's not unique to this. That's the point I think that it's important for us to make. It's what's available to everybody, young, middle, geezers, it doesn't matter. It's available to all of us. How? How is it available to all of us? What's the it and how is it available?
It's life. Life is always available unless we're closing ourselves off from it. And so when we are open to it,
Exactly.
we have a different experience of life itself.
And it's all right here in each of us if we just take a moment, breathe, reflect. It's all there.
It's all there, even when we're closed to it. It's still there. Yeah. We might have just shut the door, but it can open back up. As you said, it's never too late. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. I really enjoy knowing about this community of others. And I imagine that there's lots of communities like this. And so wherever you are in the world, reach out, look for a community like this where you can start to be a part of the difference and the change makers and the hope that's rippling out in our world.
Now, I know we should be ending, but it reminds me there's a whole movement, I'm sure you're aware of this, of bringing meditation and sometimes yoga to grade school kids, young elementary kids. It is amazing if you start young
Mm.
what that can mean for the rest of their lives,
And there are people in the movie and acting business. Goldie Hawn really worked closely with Daniel Siegel, and she developed a whole curriculum that's for all different ages of kids. I've used that curriculum with children in all different ages. It's really pretty incredible.
I'll
But
have to look that
you
up.
should look it up. Yeah, I encourage anybody to look it up because it really is bringing the best of the different disciplines together to make an impact for future generations. Thanks again. I look forward to our next conversation. We'll have another breakthrough.